guys, welcome to the Purpose University. My name is Fejiro Anita Ebunu, and you're welcome back again. Now, if you have not subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Honestly, this channel we talk about wisdom and we give insights, knowledge, strategies that helps you live the life on your terms. But I'm a believer, and there's a scripture that I always talk about when I'm speaking to my people and speaking to people in private. It's from Proverbs 2. It says that the most two important goal that you should make in your life is to what? Is to work in wisdom and discover your purpose. And that's the whole point of Purpose University. As much as you find and discover your true purpose and what you're sent here to do and what you're meant to fulfill that gives you fulfillment and achievement and accomplishment, you also need wisdom in terms of strategies, insight, guidelines, and just steps that helps you in maintaining and fulfilling that purpose. Now, we've talked about so many things on here. If you haven't checked out the Power series, please go check it out. It's very impactful, very helpful. We've talked about already two things for the month of May. We've talked about the beauty of a system beauty. We've talked about consistency and equal productivity. And I want to go in that even more into that topic of time management and how time management is equivalent to time value. And this is very important because I think that many people struggle with procrastination. I used to struggle with procrastination, and I'm sure many others struggled with procrastination. And if you remember when I said something about system building, I said that if you do not create a place where you're self-disciplined, that means you do not value yourself. And I said the lack of discipline is the lack of self-respect. So go check out that video. It's called Consistency is the Key. Is equal to productivity is the key to productivity. But let's talk a little bit about time management. I always say that for you to be able to manage your time properly, you need to create a system. And I know we've talked about systems, but you know what? Systems is really important, guys. It's very essential in living the life, not just only on your terms, but living the life of freedom, whereby you're not working so hard to achieve things, but instead creating a structure that works without you being present. And I said that the goal of planning your time is that it helps you in managing your time better. Time is one of the most valuable things. I don't believe money is valuable. Time is more valuable than money. And time does not equal money. I don't know who came up with that term. Yes, obviously you can make money, but in time, in that term of time equals money, it may be talking about, oh, the time you're wasting doing this, you could have been making money through that time. But I think that you should be able to create something that helps you make money regardless of what you're doing. So, for example, I'll give you an example. If there's a farmer or someone that does a job actively, there are two types of ways to make time effective for you. There is you doing active income and then passive income. So whereby you're dedicating your hours, you're doing this, and then you're getting the money at the end. So for example, 9 to 5, you go to work, you put in your hours, you do what you need to do for 8 hours, and then you go back home. Depending on your work, some people work longer hours, depends. But you're putting in everything you want to put in with your time and your energy and your effort continuously to expect a specific amount in your account. So if you do not work or show in to work, you're not going to generate money in that specific area. So that time of time management is you going in to extract something. Passive income is where you don't need to actively be there. For example, books, you put in a time, right? You dedicate the time and energy into doing something, but it's not a continuous dedication. You put it, let's say, for example, you want to write a book. I have something called the Bookmaker. Go check it out. I think I'm going to put a code somewhere around there so you can go check out our new thing coming up. We have a Bookmaker Masterclass to help you write a book within 90 days. It will give you strategies, principles, things that will help you, systems, blueprints that already works, that helps you convert an idea into an actual book. It actually works, guys. We have a master class coming up due to popular demand. People have been asking about it. So go register, sign up before the time is out, because most times we get sold out, and you don't want to get, you don't want to lose your opportunity of getting knowledge to help you write your book. But anyways, fast forward to that. Books are one way of passive income, real estate, and so much more. I'm not going to go too much into it. But books, courses, digital products, and so much more are ways where you can dedicate a specific time, YouTube, online, and so much ways for passive income, where you spend time for a specific time period, and that time dedicated, you don't have to do it continuously. You maybe do it once, let's say for a specific period of time, and you know that execution is done. All you have to do is for it to keep multiplying for you. Now, why am I talking about this first? Because someone may ask me, I thought we were talking about time management. For you to be able to manage your time better, you also have to manage your income better. Most times, and all the time, really, many people's way management of time, it always wraps around income producing assets. So how you can produce money. So because the strategies and the ways they're using to produce money is fixed on a time, it kind of affects your ability to manage your time better. Now, I'm not saying that going to 9 to 5 is bad. No, it's not bad. There's benefits in going to 9 to 5. But what I'm trying to say is that time, 9 to 5, is a lot of hours, but it's not amounting to the value you can get for those hours. So when you want to do time management, what is the goal of time management? The goal of time management is not just also planning time. It's also making sure that it executes the value warranty of that time. Do you know that people that make 1,000 per hour, 20,000 per hour, it's the same time, but the value is not the same. So this is where time management comes in. If you want value to come from your time, you need to manage your time properly. And when I talk about manage your time properly, I'm not just talking about, the job you're doing or, what you're doing. What are you doing in that time? If you're going to manage your time properly, what are you doing in that specific time? Like I said, the value of your time is wealth. It's not that, when you work, you get money. That's not what I mean. I'm saying that there's so much maximum abundance and there's so much capacity your time can give you. We have thought that going to work, working for this specific time, $20 an hour, $30 an hour is enough, and that's it. But how you view your time depends on what do you think your time is giving to you, the benefits of what your time is giving, the pros of what your time is giving to you. That determines how you value your time. If you think that working, slaving away for 9 to 10 hours is worth your time, then go ahead and do that. But if you believe that that is not enough for your time, you think that your time is more valuable than anything, then you would do what it is to manage that time properly so that it can equal the time value that you need. And I'll go into it for a second. Like I said to you, imagine the person working 9 to 5. They go to work 9 to 5. They finish their work. Let's say they even do overtime for an hour. So they go, after 10 hours of going to a specific place, getting $25 an hour or $30 an hour. They finish, they clock out, they go home. They go watch TV, they do something, and they go to bed. And they rinse and repeat it. So in your mind and in your viewpoint and perspective, you see your time that it values $30 an hour. That is how you view your time. So when you manage your management of time is not as, elaborate to bring any much wealth, because you've basically allocated your time to minimum wage or minimum income and active income. But a person that sees that their time is more valuable will manage their time much better. And if you manage your time much better, you will get value for your time. That's why they're equal. If you manage your time better based off what you think your time is worth, then you will get value for that time. So that person does that same time. And let's say there's another person has 3 passive income. It gets money from their books, get money from courses, and gets money from something else, real estate or whatever. And maybe say they even have a normal company they're doing that actually even takes their active income. To them, they believe that $30 an hour is not worth their time. It's not. It can be a means to get to that point, right? But it's not worth their time. They have an end goal. Some of these people that do this 9 to 5, their end goal is to just get money, work, save up for the pension, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that, go ahead. But some people think that that is a means to their end goal. Don't get me wrong. This is needed. You need to work for someone so you have an idea of how it works. But that's why I always recommend, if you want to go into an industry, work in that industry for a period of time so you can understand how the industry works, and then tweak it and customize it to your own personality. That's where you start a new company, do it on the side while you do your work. But you already have the ideology and the mindset that my time is more valuable than this 9 to 5 I'm doing. So that person is making, for example, let's say that the first book they wrote is making them 10K months. Then the course is making them 20K months. Now you guys have the same amount of time, but that person's time is bringing them more value than your time. They've managed their time in a way that they've created a system that generates them income. So you can see that they now can manage their time better because now they have more time for their family. They can go out, they can travel, and they can do so much more that they want to do depending on how you want to manage your time. It's all up to you, really. But what I'm trying to say is that the way you view your time is going to affect the value and the management part. So if you can't view your time as valuable, then there's no way you're able to manage that time better. Because if you go ahead and work in that space of, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing this time to this time, and I'm going to get this amount for this time to this time, you've already allocated that your value for your time is worth $30 an hour. You know, the other person believes that their value is worth 40K an hour. And you know, sometimes the two people even have the answer. They both have the answer, but it's the mindset that is different. One person thinks mediocre, the other person thinks abundance. So thinks possibility, takes risk, takes an advantage, moves ahead. They're both willing to learn, just that one executes and the other doesn't. So you see where the problem lies here is that how do you value your time? Do you see your time more valuable, or do you just see your time as, oh, I'm going to work these hours and that's enough for me? The power of priority. And I want to talk about this a lot because, like I said, if you do not prioritize the time better and manage your time better, you end up living a life that's mediocre. I'm telling you, you will never achieve anything. And I'm saying this from even personal experience. I remember 2023, I was doing a $20 hour job, which is not bad. It's a good pay for a young person. And, you know, that was good. I learned a lot from that job. I learned a lot of skills. But I began to feel that it was not worth my time. I'm putting in 8 hours to 9 hours a day in a job that's going to give me, well, how much by the end of the month? I was beginning to change my mindset and realize that, listen, my time is not worth $20 an hour. Do you know what an hour is? That's 60 whole minutes. In 60 minutes, people are making 1 million. Why do I feel that I have to make $20 an hour? So I need to study those people that are making 1 million an hour. What are they doing? How do they feel? How do they do things? What is their mindset? How do they implement things? And then learn from them, and then find my way to create one that will create that exact goal for me. And it's all boiled down to mindset. That's why I talked about the value. If your mindset is wrapped around a small, mediocre, scarcity mindset, then you will never accuse. You will never. I don't know how to say it. You will never amount or put the appropriate value to your time, because to you, you've been raised to think that you need to work so hard to make money. You don't need to work so hard. People are there sleeping in their bedroom. While they're sleeping, they're making money. There's no difference between them and you. You both have the same skill and ideology. The only problem is that your mindset thinks small and their mindset thinks big. And they have seen that there's value and time is very valuable. So they're like, you know what? You can never turn back time, right? You can't. So time is really, really valuable. You can buy things, but you can't turn back time. You can't buy time. So the best thing you can do is to manage your time whereby you are putting things in perspective and you are prioritizing the things that are important to you. Priority is very key. Now go back to my example. So when I was working, I started listening to videos. So my time of working, instead of just working, I will put some headphones in my ears and I will listen to videos that talks about people that are getting this amount of money. I started surrounding my mind with the possibility that my time is more valuable than $20 an hour. The more I listened to videos, the more I saw that people are actually doing this. So that means it's not hard. If these people are doing this, then I should be able to do it. Then what makes them different than I do? So I started seeing the possibility of me breaking free from this $20 an hour mindset, this scarcity mindset. So I started time blocking things. So if, for example, if I finish from my work, I will go home and I will try to execute what I've learned, either by creating a logo or researching about a business or doing something that will help me in achieving the goal I want to achieve. Now, there's a process. I'm not saying that automatically you hear this person, you do it, and boom, you're a millionaire. That's not what I'm saying. You will put in diligence. I don't believe you need to hustle to get something. I just think you need to have the right strategy and the wisdom and the insight and the right plan to execute. So some people are hustling, bustling, doing what they can, putting effort, putting all their hours into something, and they're still not even making a fraction, even a 0.5 cents of what some people are making, and they're sleeping in their beds. Yeah, did they put in the work? Yes, they did. But the work I'm saying here is, if you're going to put in the work anyways, put into something that will generate better income for you, better time management for you, better lifestyle for you, than you put in hours into something that will never generate that for you. So time blocking. So what I did was that I started blocking my hours. If I'm going to go to work at this time and to this time, I put a block. Okay, listen to 3 videos between this time and this time, this time and this time, and this time, this time. So during my break, I looked funny because I know that I didn't have much friends at that moment, but during my break, I will listening to videos like that expects me to write or to implement things, and I take notes. During a mini break, I used my time properly. After work, I go home. I was not watching Netflix. I had to go back home and trying a way to implement these things. So I'm there scribbling, writing, okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? And what am I doing? I am planning. Not only am I planning, I'm building a foundation. This is so important because if you time block your time properly, we all have the same time. You're wondering, but that person was doing this job. How did they start this business? They allocated the time properly. They knew what the priority was. They knew the power of priority. Yes, with the latest TV show come out, will it be very good? Will it make you laugh? Yes, but what value will it add to you in that moment? At that moment, there's some TV shows that will bring value to you. I've watched some TV shows or movies that I'm like, whoa, I got a lot of business strategies from them, right? So there are videos that can help you. Like, for example, the McDonald's brothers video, I don't know what it's called, talks about a lot about strategy and system. Or what about the movie about Versace? There are some videos that are already on Netflix that will help you. So you need to prioritize your time. Do I use my time to watch this, binge watch housewife movie, Real Housewife, whatever, I don't even know the shows that they have on Netflix, or do I use that time and maybe take a course? So you need to know the power of priority. Seasons change depending on what you're going through. So if my season has changed, my priority has to change with and I talked about this in systems. My season has to match my priority. My priority has to match my season. My priority change depending on the season I am in. So if you're time blocking your time, your calendar, you need to ask yourself, okay, what is a priority for me now in this season? If I want to live my life and become a millionaire at the age of 30, how can I live my life now that will ensure that I fulfill that goal that I set for me at 30 years old? So I have a 2-year plan. From this time to this time, I'm going to try and get mentorship. So if this person has done this and been in my field, I need to learn how they did it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you even allocate your money. Okay, this money I'm going to save up and I'm going to go for this conference. Your time, your priority has changed. That's why there's a power of priority, because the priority determines how you value your time, how you build your time, how you manage your time. So you both have 24 hours. One person just did something differently and you did something differently, depending on your priority. So you must know the power of priority. It's very important. Time block your time. Don't give excuses. If you cannot, if time blocking doesn't work for you, try and put what's it called, an alarm system. You know, I'm not even saying that you should, quit your job or anything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that use your time wisely. We all have the same time. Everybody has the same time. One person is just using it better and you're not using it better. It's just as simple as that. So time blockers calendar. Time blockers calendar will help you in managing your time properly. So when I was done with work at 5 p.m., I went back home, I took a shower, I did my exercise because I couldn't do it in the morning. So you see that time management is not just also in terms of money, it's also health, fitness, food. You can manage your time properly. That creates that system that ensures that you're living a life that is filled with freedom. And I allocated a specific time. I go, I shower, I have my shower for the evening. I eat my dinner, I do my exercise, eat my dinner, do what I gotta do, and then I have a room space. So let's say from 8 to 10, I do something that will help me in fulfilling the goals and the lifestyle that I want to live. So I either take a course or I watch a video that talks about something that I want to do. I use that time properly to get knowledge, insight, wisdom. If I cannot if the free versions, YouTubes are not enough for me, I buy a course. If the course is not enough for me, I get a book. Do you understand what I'm saying? If the book is not enough for me, I register for a mentorship class. So what I'm saying is that you need to register your time properly. Get knowledge. When you're equivalating your time with your value, it all, you have to use wisdom to manage your time properly. Time block your calendar. If this time to this time does not work for you, now things happen. Trust me, it does. Do you beat yourself around it? No, you don't. But things do happen. And if they do happen, there's nothing you can do to control the situation. Then you create a wiggle room around the things. So make sure that you manage your time properly. Excuse me. You manage your time properly, because time management is time value. Don't waste your time doing things that are not relevant. Put in the work, be disciplined, and get what needs to be done. And you will see that this will aid you in building a lifestyle, a habit, but most importantly, a system that helps you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. It all starts with the little things, as managing your time. What is your mindset around your time? If you want to get, let's say your goal is not even to make money, you're saying you're making good money, your goal is to be healthier. Okay, how can I manage my time that I ensure that I fulfill or execute the goal that I've put in place? I want to lose this kg at this particular time. This particular time, I want to lose this kg. I want to do this. Now, when things happen, you may not lose the kg at that time, but what you're doing is that you're creating discipline and a system that will help you be disciplined. So time management helps you. It's very important. It gives you value. Don't waste your time. We all have 24 hours a day. So make sure you use it effectively. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.